My name is Nakashoto Glitterfox, and I would like to introduce you to my channel. Normally, I game and I stream and I just enjoy myself. But there are things that have been happening lately. Dangerous things. So let's talk about them. So here I have an article that is allegedly the latest information about the Open Gaming License. We are going to read this article together, and I'm going to give my thoughts and explain some various things to you. Now, I do not wish to insult the intelligence of my audience, but I'm going to go with the assumption that you are well aware of what the Open Games License is and what it means. Basically, 20 years ago, Wizards of the Coast gave blanket permission to use anything related to their content of Dungeons & Dragons for free, with no chance of getting sued. Well, WOTC, aka Wizards of the Coast, and Hasbro have now decided that that is no longer viable. They have, before this article came out, they attempted to release an updated version of the OGL. Some highlights of that version are that you would owe royalties to Wizards of the Coast if you earned more than $750,000 selling your Dungeons & Dragons content, whether that be virtual tabletop, a podcast, your own books, your own little side adventures, your homebrew, anything related to that. If you made over $750,000, you would owe Wizards of the Coast money. And you had to report your incomes and earnings to Wizards of the Coast. And at any time, they could decide that, hey, we like that, so we're going to kick you, we're going to dislegalize, I know that's not the proper term, disauthorize your license. And thank you for your content. Now we're going to go make money, and you don't get a damn cent. Those are one of the a few highlights of the OGL that they attempted to release. However, the community feedback is what made them back off. Now, they release some snake speak, Utani apology saying that they didn't lose it, that they won, and we won too. Well, now they've got this new person here, and I am no legal expert. I am just a person that lightly dabbled with D&D, enjoyed being a player, attempted to be a dungeon master, and now I'm trying to look into Pathfinder 2nd edition. But anyway, that's off topic. We have this person here that has basically been designated as a scapegoat. Let me warn you now that the things in this article are not intended to actually help the community. They're not actually listening. They're freaking out and they want us to be quiet. Don't let that happen. Now, let us begin the article. Again, I'm no legal expert, but I'd like to think as a kitsune, I'm good enough to read between the lines. Let's see how correct I get it. A working conversation about the Open Games License by Kyle Brink. This was posted 14 hours ago. Hi, I'm Kyle Brink, the executive producer on D&D. It's my team that makes the game we all play. D&D has been a huge part of my life long before I worked at Wizards of the Coast, and will be long time after I'm done. My mission, and that of the entire D&D team, is to help bring everyone the creative joy and lifelong friendships that D&D has given us. These past few days and weeks have been incredibly tough for everyone. As players, fans, and stewards of the game, we can't and we won't let things continue like this. You better believe it, guys. We're gonna save it. We're gonna make you come back so you can spend all your money on us. I am here today to talk about a path forward. First, though, let me start with an apology. We're really, really sorry we don't have your money. We really, really did bad. Please, we're begging you, spend all your money on us again. Our language and requirements, and that our draft OGL were disruptive to creators and not in support of our core goals of protecting and cultivating an inclusively environment and limiting the OGL to tabletop role-playing games. Now, we're going to take a stop here. Here's what they really mean. We want more money. Then we compounded things by being silent for too long. We hurt fans and creators when more frequent and clear communications could have prevented so much of this. Well, WOTC, I'm sorry, but your communications have been very clear. You've let the mask fall. We know what you want now, and we're not going to give it to you. 2023 is going to be the year that D&D dies. Because of your own actions. Starting now, we're going to do this a better way. More open and transparent with our entire community of creators, with the time to iterate, to get feedback, to improve. If this sounds familiar, it's because how we do it for the game itself, so let's do it with the OGL too. That's a lie. That is a lie, and this right here is a lie as well. Any feedback that you submit to Wizards of the Coast through this survey will not be heard to complain on this forum, so that when you do so, they can claim that they've heard everyone's feedback, but they actually have not. This is their efforts in trying to make us be quiet, because if we scream and yell on this survey, not a single person working there will actually see it or hear it. This is just their attempt to make us be quiet. They are scared because we are talking, and they don't like it very much. They are like that kid on the playground that sticks their fingers in their ears and say la 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 la, because they're hearing things that they don't like to hear. So, I think we need to keep it up. This is their cry to make us stop. I say we need to keep going. On or before Friday, January 20th, we will share a new proposed OGL documentation for your review and feedback. Well, we will certainly review it, and we will make sure our feedback is posted everywhere but on D&D Beyond and that survey. Playtest materials, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. So, 2 weeks. I think we can complain longer than that. Finally, blah 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 blah. A lot of stuff that isn't going to be affected by an OGL update. Which means that under the OGL, if it is not specifically mentioned, you will not be able to do it. So you will not be able to make video content under the new OGL. You will not be able to make any minis or accessories or novels, etc., under the new OGL. You will not be able to do this. Any virtual tabletop content, you will not be able to do this. Now, I don't have a subscription to the DM's Guild, but apparently it is even worse than the OGL they're already proposing, so let's just avoid that too. I don't have any of this, but more than likely they're still going to be trying to revoke the original OGL. Our money, well, they're probably going to make it where we can't make money under the new one anyway, so that's not a problem. You own your content, with no license back. Yeah, no, that's still shady love. That's all from me for now. You will hear again before Friday, blah blah blah, and we look forward to the conversation. Yes, we do. We most definitely look forward to the conversation. And the best part of the conversation is that you're not in it, because y'all are trying to control the narrative. We don't need you, but you need us. So, my proposed solutions going forward. Here's what we need to do. Number 1, if you have a D&D Beyond subscription, account, anything related to D&D Beyond, you drop it. Submit a support ticket, and you tell them you want to delete your account, and make sure you cancel your subscription. Now, if you've already paid for the year subscription or whatever, that's fine. Just go ahead and cancel it. You'll still have everything that you paid for. Number 2, go to Twitter, go to Reddit, go to Discord, go to YouTube, go anywhere but D&D Beyond, and let your voice and your discontent be heard. Tell people what's going on. Make sure that the word is being spread. Let it be known that you don't appreciate what's happening. Now, above all else, be respectful. Make sure you're kind, respectful, whatever. But anywhere but this website right here, you need to go. Number 3, make sure that any money you spend does not go to Hasbro or Wizards of the Coast. You may support your independent, third-party creators all you like, but make sure not a single dime, not a single penny goes to Wizards of the Coast. This will be the year that we kill D&D, and they deserve it. This is Nakashoto signing off.